Kane Brown.
There's a question Eddie's been wanting to ask, like Kane, like the last 3 times you've been here.
Yeah.
So let's not forget it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I had it during Christmas because, like, when I'm a huge Elvis fan, and when I search Elvis, the first song on top is you and Elvis doing Blue Christmas. Like, that is the featured song. Not Hound Dog, not Suspicious Minds. It's Blue Christmas with Kane Brown and Elvis Presley.
What was he like?
It was amazing.
But I'm always wondering, like, how did that happen? Like, how did all that come together?
Well, dude, they've been begging me to do a Christmas song for the longest, and I'm not a big Christmas music fan. But the song that I've always, like, warmed up with or just practiced, like, if we were on stage, was Blue Christmas. So it only made sense for me to do that song, and we did it 2 years ago, I think now. And it did really well for us. So then Elvis's team came back and said they saw a lot of Elvis in me, and they were just saying that they were going to throw his vocal on it. So whenever I heard it, I started freaking out. I was like, this is amazing.
So you sang it, but there was no Elvis vocal. They just put all that on there later.
Yeah, they used the recorded version that I did
Sure.
2 years ago and just added his vocal on it.
That's pretty cool.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He's been waiting for that question. Every time you leave, he goes, I didn't ask about Elvis. Every time.
I think it's amazing because I love Elvis and I love you, dude. It's awesome.
Thanks,
I
bro.
did see, speaking of Christmas, you had posted an Instagram story. Did you buy like a race car thing in your house? Like a driving video game?
Yeah, I bought 2 racing simulators.
So that's not a video game, it's a simulator.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Torino?
Gran Turismo?
Yeah. Whatever.
It was close.
But like that?
Yeah. But I think that so you watched the movie?
Yeah.
So I think the guy, so Red Bull brought me one. Love y'all, Red Bull. I'm not about to crap on y'all, but they brought me one that's basically like from Best Buy. So it's just a TV, so it doesn't move. The wheel will move and everything. But my buddy runs a company in town called Podium One that they just opened, and so it's an actual Porsche seat, and then they have it on hydraulics, and then the wheel you can turn up the torque and everything. So like if you actually, like if you're spinning out and you hit a wall or something, it's got so much power, like it can
kills
break,
you?
It can break your finger.
It kills
What?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
I don't want that game.
No, it's fun. Like
It's like playing Call of Duty. It's like, no, man. If you're in the wrong spot, you get shot. It's right in the thigh.
I tell everybody, if you're gonna wreck and you're not experienced with cars, just let go of the wheel. And then when they let go, it takes off.
Does that make you want to race for real?
Well, I always drag race anyway. I go to the drag strip and stuff and race.
But I mean, like drag racing. I mean, not even drag. Like get on a track and race against other people.
Oh yeah.
You do that?
No. So my friends do. I've never actually. I've been to a track one time out in Phoenix, and it was one of the best things I've ever done. But yeah, one day I do want to do it.
What night mostly are you guys playing ball at your house? Wednesdays?
Wednesdays, Mondays, or Sundays.
Yeah. It's all.
Wednesdays,
lot of
Tuesdays,
nights.
Thursdays,
Well,
Saturdays.
I'll get a text on Wednesday going, "Hey, come play ball," and I'm like, "I have to work at 5 a.m." And they're like, "Well, Kane can't do it on Fridays. He's on the road.
Yeah.
Saturdays he's on the road." And then everybody's like, "His gym's like collegiate gym."
We do it Sunday mornings. I'm trying to get you out there. There's got to be one day we can make it work.
I could do a Sunday morning, but the only time I ever get invited is like Gator will hit me up and go like, "We need another player. Come over on Wednesday night." But you guys play at like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
That's until when?
I think we usually play at 8, and then it'll go to like 10.
Are you the best player at your games?
Dude, I'm getting old. My hip flexors are not
But
working,
you're not
man.
getting old. Are you the
They're
best
not.
player in your games?
No, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that's just talented. It'll blow your mind.
Who is good that we wouldn't think would be a good basketball player that we would know?
That you would know.
Yeah, like an artist, or does any other artist show up and play out there?
Not really. I would say. I would say the best artist that I've played with.
Sure.
Would probably be like Matt Stowe.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we would assume.
I took it to
Right.
Matt though pretty recently.
You what?
I took it to him.
You took it to him?
Yeah.
How?
But we played Pig, right?
No, this is like 3 years ago. The one I beat him playing knockout. Yeah, Matt played college basketball.
Yeah.
Do you still do any of the basketball stuff where it's like NBA All-Star, celebrity games?
No, but it came up on my Instagram who was playing this year, and I got really jealous. I really want to meet Kai Sentai.
Do you have good relationships from those games? Like, do you meet people and you play together so then you become friends after?
You know me, man. I don't really talk.
That's
So-
true. Well, you do once you know the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like during the game, me and Megatron, Calvin Johnson,
Yeah.
we became good friends there. But then after that, I didn't keep in contact or anything.
Kane Brown's here. I'm gonna play "I Can Feel It." How do you feel about? Because this song kind of flew up. I mean, it did probably what your expectations were. I don't know what your expectations were.
I don't really have expectations. I just love the song. I thought it was it's an iconic song, and then it's so powerful. I've been trying to look for just songs that were quick for radio, and I haven't even got to play it live yet. I only played it for that New Year's Eve thing. That's the only time I played it.
Why haven't you played it live? No shows yet?
Yeah, I hadn't had any shows.
When you go over to the UK, what are those crowds like? Is it like you're starting over with a new fan base, or you have a pretty solid fan base over there anyway? They just sing with a different accent.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's not crazy, but yeah, it's almost like starting over, but they're just so rabid.
Like bloody bear me in Georgia.
I don't know. I think they have. It's like when they sing my songs, it's more of an American accent, I would say.
Yeah, probably. I also can't hear accents when people sing for the most part.
Yeah.
Sometimes Spice Girls, I can hear an accent, but mostly if someone's British, you don't really hear their accent, or you don't really hear your accent.
Yeah.
Do you think you have an accent?
Everybody tells me that I sound Southern, and then there's other people that tell me I don't have an accent at all.
Yeah, I would say you sound Southern.
I don't
I think
know.
you have an accent. I met the girls. Who are those three sisters? Blonde hair. They're from South Georgia.
Gallo.
Three blonde-haired sisters.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't think of their name. Scuba. Do you know the sisters? Can you find it for me?
The Castellan.
That's it.
Something like that.
Oh yeah.
The Costellos. I think is their
Yeah.
name. And so they're three sisters, and you look at them, and people are like, I wonder if they're country. And I met them, and they're like, hi, man, I'm here to sing. And I was like, they're legit. Yeah, like they're legitimate Georgia country. You ever go home, like back to where you're from here in Tennessee, and like I know you did that one show, but do you ever just go back and like see old people that made a difference to you back then?
I try to. It's less now that I have babies. But before I used to go all the time, and then now my family will just come up here for like Easter or something.
Is Chattanooga what you would call home, or is it a small town?
So I call home Fort Oglethorpe, Georgia, but after my freshman year of high school, I moved to Hickson, which all that area is basically, I call it Chattanooga.
Do you ever go back? Because what's weird for me when I go back to Mountain Pine, which Mountain Pine's like outside of Hot Springs, which is outside of Little Rock, right? Because they're just small, and like the places that like you lived or maybe aren't even there anymore, and it's just weird. Like
I forget like how to get places. I've lived there my whole life, and I'm like, where? How do I get to the mall?
Can you get places in town without a GPS here?
Yeah,
Well, I can't. I can get nowhere.
Well, I mean, it depends where I'm going, but I never leave my house, and if I do, I'm normally going to a place I've already been before.
Are you now, because I know you've been spending a bunch of time in Florida, is that because when it gets cold, you don't want to be where it's cold?
We kind of lucked out because we are not lucked out. We're unlucky because we bought a place where it's still cold when it's cold here.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't suck. That's awesome that you got to play. But I mean, cold weather. I hate cold weather.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, it was 40 here last night, and it was 70 down there, but the wind was blowing. So
when you make a list like the most influential people, which is what happened with the Time 100 most influential people list, and you show up on that thing, how do you feel about that, and what do you think that you're influencing?
Man, I'm weird. So for me, it's like, that's awesome. And it's cool that I am influencing, kids, and I hope that it's a good influence. But other than that, there's another part of me that's just so laid back. It's like, oh, I don't know who made the list. Maybe just somebody just liked me and put me on the list. I don't know.
So what would you want kids that watch you on social media or know your story, like what are you proud of about you that you would want them to take from you?
I just try to show people to be respectful. I like, doing music that everybody can listen to, and there's not a curse word here, like every other word. And, just give back and help people as much as you can.
Having a baby boy?
I am.
Pretty cool?
It's sick. I'm scared for 3. It was I guess it was God's plan. Kate got me neutered already.
Oh, you got a vasectomy?
Yeah. Dude, that's the craziest story.
Wait, she got you at. So you said it was God's plan. So was she before the boy or after the boy?
After after
Okay.
we found out she was. It was so wild because so it was my birthday, and I'm just telling you 2 different stories real quick. It was my birthday. We got on a private plane to go golf. So I went and played Jordan's course and a couple other courses, and I get a phone call that my house is on fire as I'm taking off.
You're going to play Michael Jordan's course, and as you're going, it's awesome. You get told your house is on fire, which is not awesome.
So that's how my birthday trip started. and so we're landing. We find out everything's fine. It was just like the heat. We turned on the heat, and it started smoking. So then this time, I'm going down to golf again. We get on the plane. As I'm taking off, I hear Kate say, "I think I'm pregnant," and then it cuts out. And so on the whole flight down, I'm like, "Oh my God, like, what's going on?" So I was like, I'm hoping she's wrong. So she lands, and then she's pregnant. And then I was like, I'm never flying private again.
Every time you get on a plane, it's bad news.
Yeah. But then we found out it was a boy, and it was like, okay, it was God's plan. We had 2 girls. We weren't trying this time. My game, if you know what I'm talking about, strong. And so-
Yeah, we got you.
That's what's
yeah.
up.
And turns
Was
out
that,
it
is
was a boy.
that, do a lot of y'all feel that way in here?
Yeah. What's up? My game's real strong. Yeah. Go ahead.
And yeah, it turns out it was a boy, so I was like, okay, it was God's plan. So
But what
Okay.
about, you said she gave you the vasectomy or something like that. I know she didn't do it herself.
she was telling me, you gotta go get it.
Got it.
Go get it. And every time she would say that or was telling somebody the story, dude, my stomach, I just get sick. It's like, I can't do it.
Hurt?
It didn't hurt. Oh, God, I want to tell you the story so bad because it's so funny.
give it up.
Just imagine. Have you got it done? Any you got it done in here?
Every Wednesday.
Just scuba, right?
Yeah, Scuba, he got his done, but then the doctor's like, don't have intimate relations with your wife. But he did it like right when he got home, and he was in pain for months.
What an
He's like, he
idiot.
couldn't even wait.
It's
He
a
just
euphoric
did it.
moment. I don't know if you felt that when you get home. You're like, man, I'm just so proud of what I did, and she's proud of me. Let's do it.
But then he was hurt. He
I was
was like,
hurt
I'm
for like 3
disabled.
weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway. So, yes.
So for me, dude, it was so weird. I mean, they gave me gas or whatever, but I'm laying on my back, and I have a nurse over me and a doctor, and they're just talking about their day, and I'm just laying on this table, and I'm like,
So you're aware, but you're just out of it? Do you think they're like,
oh, I'm not out of it at all. I'm just, sky high.
happy?
And they're just having their conversation about their day and all this stuff, and you're just on the table, spread eagle. It was wild.
Oh, wow.
And then he said a joke about a guy coming in with 3.
Testicles?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, well, you can't tell me this while I'm high. I was like, are you serious? And he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, okay.
There's no way that's a true story, though.
He played it off like
There's
it was.
no way. Everything seems to be going pretty good, though, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty happy right now?
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, good to see y'all.
It just, when it's warmer, we see you more. I see you more. 'Cause there's like stuff to do outside, like
Yeah.
golf, hang out. So I'm ready for it to get a little warmer myself around here.
I can't wait.
Congratulations on the 3rd child. It's coming up. Pretty cool. You got your boy. Congrats on I Can Feel It. And Kane's going out. 6 stadium shows, by the way. The In the Air tour. KaneBrownMusic.com starts March 8th. And so that's today. It's today, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's today. We recorded this, but it's today. It's tonight when it's airing. You're in London tonight. Holy crap! How's he gonna get there so fast?
You gotta go.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
How you gonna get to? And then shows all the way up until September. Go to KaneBrownMusic.com. Yeah, congratulations, man. Really cool, and always love seeing you.
Thanks. Good to see y'all.
It's a Bobby Bones show.